Okay, so today we're talking about misleading graphs. Now, I'm going to admit this, whenever I look at a magazine article or a news article, the first thing my eyes drawn to is a graph. Graphs are great for telling information. They're also really great ways of miscommunicating information or misleading people. Now, just by looking at this is the money earned per day. Now, it looks like this is a pretty steady incline here. And according to this graph, hey, this person's doing a pretty good job. Things are going swimmingly. They're going up and up and up. But there's a problem here. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, our x-axis is all beautifully spaced out. But look at our y-axis. $100, $150, $200, then $210, $220, $230, $240. That's not allowed. We know this. We know we're supposed to keep our intervals even. So let's redo this a little bit to show what it actually looks like. So here's 210. So 150, 200. This should really be 250, 300, 350, 400. So this dot still stays the same. This dot still stays the same. The 3 still stays the same. Now the 4 was at 210. That's like here. The 5 was at 220. That's like here. And the 6 was at 230. That's about here. So let's put that other dot back in. So it was here. You see how the two graphs definitely look different. We have one going like this and curving out. And the other line, I'm going to kind of do it underneath a little bit, being pretty much straight. This is misleading because they changed the y values. So this is one of those cases where they kind of said this. They could also say that, hey, I only went up a little bit each day, when in reality he went up by 50% the first day. He had an extra $50 the first day, but it looks like a little bit less growth. So that could also be misleading because of that break. We can also do this with bar graphs. Here we go. Mike, Sally, Steve, and Jill. If you look at the class, Jill is the smallest, Steve is the tallest, Mike and Sally are in the middle. Fantastic. That much is true. But the way that makes the graph look, it makes it look like they're all pretty much the same level. Again, I want you to focus on the y-axis. We have our break, which is fine. Jill is 56 inches tall. Mike is 64 inches tall. Sally is 72 inches tall. And Steve is 80 inches tall. So even though we have it here, this does not change again evenly. If this went up by 2s, this would be way up here at the top of the board. If this went, let's change this down to be, let's make this 56. Then let's make this 60, 64, 68, 72, 76, 80. So her 56 is still fine. We're going up by 4 each time. His 64 is still fine. Her 72, though, really should be here. And his 80 is there. So that much more accurately represents the heights of the class. But again, because of the way the y-axis was labeled, it made it look like the sizes were a lot closer. All right, so that's how you can be misled with graphs. There's a whole bunch of other ways, but again, rule of thumb, look at your axes first. Make sure that these are all even. I could have also been really evil and changed this to be day 3, day 6, day 10, day 12. And not only would it be going up on a curve, but this curve would be a lot flatter. I could have made this going 100, 150, 200, 300, 400, 600, 1,000, which made it look like there was no change whatsoever. All right? That's today's lesson. I will see you in class at noon.